My English is perfect when I speak to myself, but when I have to speak in front of others, I cannot speak even a single word. If this is you, then please watch this video. See, first of all, we have to understand that why you can speak in English whenever you are alone. But the moment you have to perform in front of others, or you have to articulate your thoughts or convey your messages, why you get stuck or cannot speak even a single word? Is it because you are nervous or a little bit anxious? Or is it because you do not have enough information about the topic? Or is it because you have not built your foundation strong enough? So we have to understand this first, and then only we can resolve this problem. In this video, I'm going to recommend 5 steps to you that will completely enhance your English and take your language skill to the next level, where you will be able to speak in English fluently at any given time in front of anybody. The most underrated yet the most powerful step is journal every single day. I know many of you either don't journal or you don't like to journal because it seems a little bit monotonous to you. But trust me when I say that journaling is one of the steps that can take your language skill to the next level. I really mean it. I have been practicing and journaling for over 1.5 years now, and in this span of time, my language skill has improved so much because I have this habit to journal every single day. It has made me way better at articulating my thoughts, conveying my messages, describing my thoughts, and giving my opinions without getting stuck in the loop and without worrying about what to say, how to say. Because when you journal, it declutters your mind and it will help you understand that how to write about something, how to talk about something. When you are given any topic to speak about, you cannot come up with an idea if you are not familiar with the topic or if you do not have enough information about the topic. But first, if you write about that topic or just dump down all of your thoughts in a piece of paper or wherever you are comfortable, it will help you so much to just declutter your mind and have the clear and good understanding of the topic. I always recommend writing something in English before you try to speak because first of all it will help you to assemble all of your thoughts, and then you have good understanding of sentence structure, that what sentence am I supposed to use and what kind of words am I supposed to use in this specific topic. So it will help you to assemble all of your thoughts together, and then if you try to speak about the same topic, it will make the entire process so easier. It will help you to go with the flow without worrying about new words, without worrying about grammar structure, and without worrying about getting stuck in the middle of the conversation or whenever you have to speak. Now, the biggest question is what to write about. I don't think it should be a question anymore because you have thousands of things to write about. You can talk about your experience, you can write about what you're going through, you can write about your plans, you can write about any specific topic. You can pick any random topic. Let's say you want to write about social media, write about the advantages and disadvantages of it. You want to know more about, okay, space, you want to know more about forest, you want to know more about like river, like there are thousands of topics out there. You can write about everything, but everything seemed a little bit boring to me, so I started documenting my life through writing. So a lot of people have been documenting their life through camera or through videos, but I prefer to write through writing, and it has made the entire journey really fun. Every single day I will be like really excited that okay, what has happened to me, what are the things I have learned, how I spent my day, what I planned today, what I did today. So it just makes me feel excited that okay, I'm going to just write down every single thing, and in this way I am improving my writing skill as well. And when I improve my writing skill, I am getting better at this language. Number two is listening. I am not going to emphasize this topic anymore because I have already spoken about the importance of listening so much. So, a lot of people think that listening is important because it will help them to improve their English. Yeah, they are right. But I truly believe that listening is not just a step that will help you to improve your English and help you absorb things naturally. But I truly believe that it can completely change your pronunciation. I mean, I remember being horrible at pronouncing many words. Well, I still make pronunciation mistakes, but I feel that I have improved a little bit and I do not make as many mistakes as I used to make in the past. So, how did I improve my pronunciation? Because I'm someone who does not really like tongue twister, and I don't really like going on Google and just searching the pronunciation of the word and then just trying to repeat that. Like, I really suck at it. I don't really like doing these things, like doing such activity. So the only option I have left is focusing on listening, paying enough attention to every single word. And yeah, I always emphasize focusing on active listening because every single step has two way to do. One way is active and another one is passive. So the same thing, same rule applies when it comes to listening. Many people focus on active listening, whereas there are many people who spend most of their time on passive listening, thinking that they are focusing on listening. But little do they know that passive listening is not really helpful and it's not going to give you the best result. So instead, focus on active listening. And when I say this, I really mean that you have to sit in any specific place. Even you're sitting for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, just focus on listening without letting your mind wander here and there. Because our mind has this habit to wander every now and then, but you have to just be cautious. You have to be vigilant about where your mind and where your focus is. But I've seen a lot of people playing something in their background and doing something, whether they are working out, going for run, going for walk, or doing any other thing, and thinking that they are focusing on their listening skill. But I don't really think it will be that helpful because I have done both. I used to play in the background, but it did not give me the best result. So now I shifted from passive listening to active listening, where I'm spending less time but trying to be as mindful as I can. And it is helping me so much to get better at English. On the other hand, I truly believe that if you want to speak in English faster, if you want to sound like a native speaker or want to speak an advanced English, you must upgrade your vocabulary because many times people do not have decent level of vocabulary. Well, I'm not saying that having using simple words is wrong, not at all. If you're comfortable using simple words, that's absolutely normal and I think you're good to go. But if you have this urge and desire to speak like a native or become an advanced speaker, then you must pay enough attention to learning new words. But don't run behind every single new word you come across because many times they are not relevant to you and you do not need to overcomplicate things when you can do anything in a simple way. Another strategy, which is my favorite point, so obviously I'm going to over exaggerate this point, and it is reading. Well, I have already spoken about the power of reading quite many times, but I truly believe that reading is the only step you need that will cover most of the fundamental of this language. If you focus on reading as much as you can, then it will significantly improve your English. And I truly mean it when I say that it will change your language skill. You see, I have mentioned this quite many times that I have not passionately studied grammar because I don't really like studying grammar. And the question is, how did I improve my grammar? Because if I have not studied grammar, how did I improve it? So the answer I have is through reading. Whenever I read, I always focus on the sentences. I always focus on the structure, how this sentence is being constructed. And it I think if you focus on anything over and over again and trying to be as cautious as you can, your mind will adapt this naturally and let you know that, okay, this is how things are supposed to be like. And this is what happened to me when I started reading. On the other hand, most of the words I have learned is because of reading. See, every single time I sit with my book, I always make sure that I am carrying a piece of paper or a pen or pencil, whatever I could get my hands on. And then I will be writing down all the new words I'm coming across. Let's say I came across 10 new words, and once I'm done with the chapter or with the study session, I am going to search the meaning of those new words I have written down. And then out of 10, at least 3 or 4 or even 2 would be relevant to you. So I am going to write them down in my notebook and then just try to reread them, try to revise them as frequently as possible, and will be making sure that I am revising them every single day initially so that I can have the decent level of vocabulary and I can understand when to use that word. Another benefit you can get out of reading is improving your speaking skill. A lot of people are not familiar with this language. A lot of people get stuck whenever they try to speak in English, or sometimes they do not know what to speak about. So the only advice I would give you is that read out loud, because reading out loud will help you so much. It will train your tongue in a certain way that how to articulate your thoughts, how to speak this language, because we have not grown up speaking English. We have to train our tongue first so that it can be familiar with the language. And once you do it repeatedly, once you reiterate this process over and over again, it will make the entire process super easy. And the last but not the least step is talk to people. And when I say talk to people, I mean talk to an actual person. Because I have already spoken about talk to yourself, talk in front of mirror, talk in front of camera, talk to any object. You have done that practice so much. Now it's your turn to speak to an actual person. Because I truly believe that speaking in English fluently is more about having confidence than having good and decent level of information or having the good understanding of vocabulary and knowing all the rules of grammar. I think it is more about having enough confidence so that you can speak flawlessly without feeling nervous. Now, when it comes to confidence, nobody is born with it. We all have built it over time after doing so many things, after repeating the same things, and then we got better at it. I remember being horrible at talking to my classmates, talking to even my seatmates, because I was damn scared that I don't know whether I was shy, introvert. I don't really want to categorize myself into these things because I feel if I have to do something, I get to do it no matter how I'm feeling. So I was that kind of person, and being able to speak in English is not an easy journey. Obviously, it's not. I remember I was really good at this language because I have practiced so much. But one day I decided that now I want to speak with any stranger or I want to speak with an actual person. The very first call I had with anybody on any platform, actually, I've used so many platforms. So I was literally shaking. I was literally shaking. I don't know why, whether I was scared or I was. I don't know what was the reason behind it. Probably I was actually scared of judgment or something. I don't know. But yeah, after the first call, it gave me a little bit of confidence that yeah, you can do it. You did it for the very first time. You have to do it again and again and again. And now I think I have reached to the point where I can talk to anybody at any given time without struggling much. Even though I still make mistakes, I'm not saying that I'm perfect at this language, but I have got so much better at this language. So regardless of what the level of English you have, whether you are a beginner, an intermediate, or you get stuck, or no matter what the issue you are facing, speak with anybody. Now, the biggest question is, Many of you might not have the right exposure where you could practice with anybody, or you do not have anyone with whom you can practice your speaking skill. So I don't think it's a matter of issue, because there are many applications, there are many platforms out there you could join and practice with any stranger. Even many of them are free. So just try out and try to speak with any person, with anybody, so that you can have confidence, and then you can speak in English fluently whenever you have given the chance to speak. So here are 5 most powerful yet the required steps you cannot escape from if you truly want to become a successful English speaker and want to improve your English to the level where you can speak in front of anybody at any given time. So that's all about this video. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will be back very soon in the next video. Bye bye.